Welcome to the So Happy Success Show. Coach Rebecca here, and let's explore posting consistently on social media because this is one. It takes a minute, it takes some time, and we all just want to know, how do we do it? So before we dive straight in, this is going to be straight shooting, savage coaching from like minute one. Please like and subscribe. It helps so much. And with the level of savage, I don't know if you'll do it at the end. So I'm just going to ask you now. And let's dive in because this is why you're not consistent. This is one of the main reasons, if not the main reason, is you haven't set up the structures that you need in order to be that way, right? Everyone's telling you it's your mindset, it's your commitment, you're the problem, it's you. And that's not necessarily true, right? It's actually because your life isn't set up to guarantee that you have the time and the energy to make it happen. So example, I did a 21-day live free coaching on the So Happy Success Facebook page. You can jump there and you can see it all. And, behind the scenes, it's like a mastermind operation, but to go live, you'll see my face come on and talk for 21 days straight, 15 to 30 minutes, and help you navigate all the questions that you have about becoming a coach. That's probably why you're here. You're interested in coaching. You want to know how to do it. And that's what I do. I answer all these questions. So to do that, I had to, hack one, set up for success, right? For me, that meant I had to look at my schedule, and across 21 days, I had to commit to a specific time that was free. And I had to say I was going to keep it that way, even when friends had cool offers of things that we wanted to do. And, my husband wanted to hang out with me, I had to keep it that way. I had to say nope. Right. And two, I had to be at peak energy when I did it. This couldn't be 7 o'clock at night for me. My energy is like the bottom of the floor at 7 o'clock at night, or it's like super, super hyper, but I can't guarantee it. I can guarantee my energy is here in the morning. I can't guarantee it later on at night, depending on what I've been saying to myself the whole day, depending on the series of events, right? So 9 a.m. Central Time was my time. And no matter what, I was there. And I had to check the week before, where am I going to be? Am I 100% going to be in the place that I can deliver this? Do I have to deliver it from the car? I'll do it if I have to do it, right? But where will I be? Is it possible for me? Yes. Okay, got it. I would check the night before just to double check and make sure that all the time was set aside. I set out the time in my calendar. I booked 30 minutes before, I booked 30 minutes after. No one could book me, right? Whether it is a live, your yoga class, or you're contacting, what you choose doesn't matter. It just has to be scheduled in. And then if you're anything like some of my clients have been in the past, because this happens, right? Not because they're bad, not because they're wrong, just because they're learning, right? You're just learning. Then what will happen is you'll say, okay, Coach Rebecca, I appreciate that you're saying I just have to schedule it in, but this interesting thing happens when I schedule things in. I don't actually do them. Right? It's like, is anyone there? Like, are you there? Like, please, like, hit up the comment section and be like, I'm there. That's me. So enter hack 2, because hack 2 is going to be a big part of the juice of this training, because hack 2 is you have to be bigger than your biggest excuse on your worst day, or you have to accept that you don't get what you want. I promised it was going to be savage, and here we are, right? Because you see, most people complain that they don't have what they want, but they're actively choosing to not have what they want through their actions, right? So let's use an example that's so easy to relate to, and then we'll dive in with like how that factors in social media wise. Because if you are shopping for processed foods only, and you are tanning a bottle of wine every night, and you are not going to the gym, nobody's confused why you don't have six-pack abs. Like, nobody's confused. Not because you're a bad person. It's clearly not your priority. Like, no one's upset by it. It's not because you're bad. It's just the choices that you're making are giving you the results that you have in your body, right? So when this comes to business, if you're doing a little bit here, posting a little bit there, posting in one group, and like maybe you're getting like great results. I've had a client that's done this, posted in one group 10, people wanted to be her beta client. She did 10 calls and it was amazing. And I said to her, you know, if we don't keep up the momentum, you'll lose the momentum that you're on, the trajectory of having calls and having calls. And, you know, what then happened? Lost the momentum, didn't keep doing the work in the background, and then found herself, oh, well, now I don't feel so good about what I'm doing and I don't feel confident. Maybe I can't do this. And I said, no, you can. You can. I'll tell you more about that in a minute. But it's doing little bits and then stopping. Maybe you're really good at that, right? But if you're doing little bits and stopping, is anyone confused why she didn't have a client at the end of that? Like, no, I'm not confused. Not because she's bad. She's a wonderful human being and an amazing, totally bomb ass, incredible coach. It's just that little bit of consistency, because we live in an instant gratification society, right? Where if you did want to have those 6-pack abs, it's 10K for a tummy tuck, you'll get a lot closer, right? Or if you want someone to set up everything for your business behind the scenes, there are so many wonderful done for you services out there that people are trying to help people really get further faster if you have the financial resources. So there's maybe someone that will set up all those business systems, but trust me, no system will save you no matter how much money you pay if you let your excuses get the better of you. I was speaking to one of my women that I speak to, is, I call her friend, right? Like, we're like acquaintances, and she has just started a large coaching certification program. You know, this program is $10,000, looks amazing, like looks so wonderful. And I said, how are you getting on? And she said, I just don't have the motivation to do it. I don't have the motivation to keep going. You can pay all the money in the world. Even if you don't have the money, you know, this was someone that when we started communicating, didn't have the money to invest, was very adamant, I don't have the money, I can't do anything, I'm so tired, invests $10,000 and then says, I don't have the motivation. You know, have all the best systems in the world. They won't save you. Right? This is where you have to connect in with your vision. This is where your vision becomes so important. This is how you will be bigger than your excuses on your worst days. So you can go back to the last video that was all about visualization for you. You can totally visualize for yourself what this will be. You have to make deposits before you take withdrawals, right? So if you are depositing good stuff in the world, right? I like to think that the good stuff will come back, and it will come back in the form of paying clients. But if you're doing the vision for you, we love that. If it really is specific about social media, this is like, if I can give you any gift in this training today, this will be it, apart from the savagery that has already been delivered. It is, think about the person that's consuming that content. Because I always say this to my clients, if you were to post today, so I'm going to say this to you, if you were to post today and no one was going to like it, no one was going to comment on it, it was going to be your worst performing post of all time. Like 7 people even view it, only 7 people see it. But one of those 7 people, their life is forever changed for the better. And they go out and make an amazing impact on the world, and they go and help other people because of something that you said or something that you sparked in them, whether it was a live, a video, a podcast, a quote card, you know, whatever it was. Their life is forever changed because of something you shared. Would you post today? Because I bet you would. If you knew it was going to change someone's life. The only problem that comes up is you don't always know. But that what if, that's enough for me. What if? What if this video changes your trajectory? You don't even have to thank me. You don't have to comment. You don't have to like. You don't have to subscribe. Those are not mandatory things. They're just like nice to do, right? But you don't have to do them. If you could be forever changed by something I've said today, I did my job. And I'm proud of that. And that's why I show up. So I show up every day. Because maybe there's that someone that needs to hear that today. So sometimes visualization for us can be so powerful, but we can flip it and we can think, oh, but for them, it could change lives. You could do that. You have the power to do that. And the thing is what happens if you get to the point where you think, I could do it. I could, but I did it for a while and then I kind of fell off the wagon. Then I want to introduce you to hack 3. Because hack 3 is the art of getting back up. So we are going to take a note from Chumbawamba. If you know the song, I get knocked down, but I get up again. You're never going to keep me down. If you don't, please Google it. But if you do, that is your entrepreneurial spirit. That is the coach in you. That is the part of you that is here to help people when you fall off the wagon, right? This is something I said a lot in my membership. I ran a membership site for 10 months. And you can imagine if you've got, 30 women for 10 months, then what happens is you're kind of doing it and then you're kind of not doing it. And then someone else is doing it and then they're not doing it. And you're, as a coach, you're monitoring lots of emotions and things that are going on in the background. But you would see people want to come back in and apologize. And we had a rule. I said, do not come back in and apologize. Do not apologize to me. Do not apologize to your sisters. I was like, nobody is interested in your apology. We are only interested in you getting back up and going again. So I would say, even if you've not featured in the membership at all this month, in 6 months, because it happened, I was like, even if you've not been here at all, just show up. Just come to a call. Just comment on something. Let's take the drama out of failing, right? And I know that a lot of people don't like that word, but fail's just a dang word, all right? But a lot of people don't like it. And usually it's because when we say it, we don't just say it as if, oh, I failed that one time and then I got back up. Typically we say, oh, I failed that one time. That means I'm a failure, and we internalize it. We make it an identity, and that keeps you down for so long because you think that you're the failure, that it's your fault, and you take on so much shame and stress and pressure from that. So what if we just took all the drama out? What if you failed? What if you forgot? What if you accidentally posted 2 times in a week and you said you only posted one? It's happened to me one time. What if it got all messed up? Guess what happens? You just figure it out. You just figure it out. And the quicker you get back up, the easier it'll be to keep going. And that's never what we want to hear, because actually what we prefer to do is we want to be sad about it. We want to complain about it. We want everyone to know about it. We want people to know what we're going through, especially if you're stepping into a role as a coach, as a leader. You almost think, you need to know what I'm going through. You need to know how hard this is for me. And I've noticed that in myself, and I'm training myself to get out of that mentality because I'm noticing it myself. So I know this one's not easy to hear. Like, it's not easy to hear. Just get back up. Just post today. Just post tomorrow. Like, that's not easy to hear. You don't want to hear that. You came here for a strategy, for, 21 days of content laid out for you so that it's perfect, so you don't have to do anything or think about it. It'll just automatically post and you'll schedule it. Like, that's what people typically want, right? When you're talking about posting consistently on social media, right? Like, that's like, there's part of you that's kind of like secretly hoping, like, at the end of this, she's going to give us a guide, right? But the thing is that it's just way more simple than that. You just don't want to do it. Is you just have to get back up and you just have to do it. No one is interested in the advice that works. No one. So I hope that helped you today. And essentially, those are our hacks for posting consistently on social media and just consistency in general. It is hack 1, set your life up for consistency. set it up so that when you're posting, that you know you're free, that you know you have the time, that you know that you have the energy. If you're batch creating content, to schedule it, because that is equally, you can do that if you're not doing lives, you know, set up the time for you to do that. Take account of how long does it take me to create this amount of content so that I can get it out. Set yourself up for the consistency. Hack 2 is to visualize the outcome for you in terms of getting clients, getting paid. We love that money, honey. But also for the people that you're going to impact. And I'm not even going to say you could impact the people you're going to impact. Your words matter. They have impact in the world. Why do you think that even on people's worst days, they still show up on social media? I still show up on social media when I'm having bad days, not because I'm faking it, because I'm saying I'm going to summon the best of my energy, to give to you through a screen so that maybe your day can be a little bit lighter. Maybe you can believe in yourself a little bit more. Maybe you can have a little mindset hack that I use, and maybe it can make a huge difference for you. Oh, that just, that fills me up. So visualize the outcome, not just for you, but for other people. And hack 3 is the art of getting back up. Trust me, you won't want to do it. But it's the only thing. It's the only thing. You think it's more knowledge. You think it's, I need another certification. You think that you need all these other things. You think you're the problem. You're not. The fastest advice, the easiest, simplest advice is to just get back up and post something great. And something great is just something you post because you're great. That's it. So the power question of today truly is, how quickly will you get back up? And not how quickly can you, like how quickly will you get back up? Because you're going to get back up. You're here for a reason. You didn't watch this. You didn't listen to this for no reason. You're here because you're thinking, I want to post consistently on social media. Tell me the hacks. No hack will trump just do it, like a Nike tick, you know? So that is our power question. How quickly will you get back up? I'll be here next week. And in the meantime, I'll be over here believing in you and available in the DMs at Soul Happy Success if you have any questions, reflections. I'm hyped for that. And I'll see you next week.